Dear viewers, we are used to storing food, clothes, even jewelry for the future. But have you ever thought, can rainwater also be preserved? This question was answered by a visionary leader, Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso. In a land where thirst once ruled lives, he gifted his people the most precious blessing of all, water. Burkina Faso is a country where the sun scorches with relentless heat. Entire villages would dry up, wells went empty, women walked miles under the burning sky just to fill their pots. Yes, rain did come, but only for a few hours. Then the ground would swallow it, leaving nothing behind but dry soil, crying children, and barren fields. People began to believe that their lives would always remain trapped under the shadow of thirst. But then Ibrahim Traoré stepped forward, carrying a dream so bold that many could not even imagine it. Picture the rainy season. Dark clouds rumble, lightning cracks, water pours down like a gift from the sky. And yet, within hours, it is gone, wasted in mud, leaving the land thirsty again. Instead of joy, people looked at rain with anger, calling it a cruel tease. Children would ask their mothers, "Why can't we keep this water?" But no one had an answer. Until one day, Ibrahim Traoré did. He thought, if we can store food, clothes, and even gold, why can't we store rainwater? He called the elders of the village and said, just like you store grains in warehouses, let us store rain in the earth itself. At first, people laughed. Water can never be stored, they said. But Ibrahim's words carried a seriousness that made them stop and think. He explained, if we dig a tunnel under the ground, the rainwater can be collected and preserved for months. It will not vanish. It will not be wasted. The elders exchanged doubtful glances. A new idea, they said. But is it even possible? And Ibrahim answered, with courage in the heart and strength in the hands, anything is possible. Many villagers were afraid. A tunnel so big it will take years. What if our effort goes to waste? But then Ibrahim himself picked up a shovel and began digging with his own hands. That moment changed everything. To see a leader working in the dirt alongside them, it was extraordinary. Slowly, the young men joined. Children carried mud, women brought water. And what once seemed like a dream began to take shape as reality. Ibrahim went from village to village, calling out for men to help. More and more came forward. For weeks they dug, day and night. Mounds of soil grew high, and the scent of damp earth began to rise from the tunnel. People's hearts began to believe. Their eyes shone with hope. Mothers prayed that maybe, just maybe, their children would never cry of thirst again. Then finally, the moment arrived. The skies opened, and heavy rains poured down. All eyes turned to the tunnel. Would it work? But leadership is not just about holding power. It is about giving power back to the people. When Ibrahim Traoré took charge, he knew one truth. Burkina Faso's future cannot be imported. It must be built by its own hands. He began to call for innovation, African innovation. Technology made not in Paris, not in Washington, but in Ouagadougou, in Bobo Dioulasso, in the very heart of Burkina Faso. Farmers were given new tools. Students were given new dreams, and the young generation, for the first time in decades, believed they could create, invent, and build. He spoke of tractors made in Africa, energy powered by Africa, and a future owned by Africa. And the people listened, because for the first time, their leader looked like them, lived like them, and dreamed like them.